Genesis 16. Sarai and Hagar. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had not borne him any children, and she had an Egyptian maid, whose name was Hagar. So Sarai said to Abram, "See here, the Lord has prevented me from bearing children. I am asking you to go into the bed of my maid, so that she may bear you a child, perhaps I will obtain children by her." And Abram listened to Sarai and did as she said. After Abram had lived in the land of Canaan 10 years, Abram's wife Sarai took Hagar the Egyptian maid, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his secondary wife. He went into the bed of Hagar, and she conceived, and when she realized that she had conceived, she looked with contempt on her mistress, regarding Sarai as insignificant because of her infertility. Then Sarai said to Abram, "May the responsibility for the wrong done to me by the arrogant behavior of Hagar be upon you. I gave my maid into your arms, and when she realized that she had conceived, I was despised and looked on with disrespect. May the Lord judge, who has done right, between you and me." But Abram said to Sarai, "Look, your maid is entirely in your hands and subject to your authority, do as you please with her." So Sarai treated her harshly and humiliated her, and Hagar fled from her. But the angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, on the road to Egypt by way of Shur. And he said, "Hagar, Sarai's maid, where did you come from and where are you going?" And she said, "I am running away from my mistress Sarai." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Go back to your mistress, and submit humbly to her authority." Then the angel of the Lord said to her, "I will greatly multiply your descendants so that they will be too many to count." The angel of the Lord continued, "Behold, you are with child, and you will bear a son, and you shall name him Ishmael, God hears. Because the Lord has heard and paid attention to your persecution, suffering. He, Ishmael, will be a wild donkey of a man. His hand will be against every man, continually fighting, and every man's hand against him. And he will dwell in defiance of all his brothers." Then she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her, "You are God who sees," for she said, "Have I not even here, in the wilderness, remained alive after seeing him, who sees me with understanding and compassion?" Therefore the well was called Bir Lahairoi, well of the living one who sees me, it is between Kadesh and Bered. So Hagar gave birth to Abram's son, and Abram named his son, to whom Hagar gave birth, Ishmael, God hears. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar gave birth to Ishmael.